What is this? Are we live 2 minutes early? I think we are. So, everybody coming in after the next 120 seconds, you guys are officially late. Not me, not this guy, not Slapshot Pops. What's going on? Let's say hello to all the people in the chat already. Jeremy's here, Velvet, David, who else is here? Never Ask. Oh, man, thank you guys for being on time. I appreciate you guys. Everybody else, I don't know. What's going on? Dom, Dave, Michelle, so good to see you. That's right. We are turning over a new leaf here almost at the end of 2024. Yeah, early. Yeah, what is this? What is going on? Pipsqueak is here. Jetman coming in. It's Christmas Miracle. Yeah, we're early tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a great night thus far. Let me bring in the other two also early members this evening, and we're going to get PFO started super quick. I'm sure everybody's like panicking right now with the notifications, but welcome on in. We got Professor Josh and Vince in the house. What's going on, guys?
New Year's resolutions starting early.
I mean, no, maybe it ends. Maybe this is he did it for one.
One and done type of deal.
Maybe.
It could happen again.
Don't get used to it. It might be a one and done, but it's happening tonight. We're here, we're live, and how's everybody's week going?
You know, it's going along there.
It's almost over.
Yeah,
that bad.
Is that a positive way to look at it?
True.
Yeah,
it's almost over.
Busy week, and then of course, I know you put up a little poll there, Christmas shopping and all that good stuff.
I did put up a poll, and so far it's not looking good. 23 people have voted. I said, are you ready for Christmas? 52% said yes. 48% said no. So about 50-50 right now.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Are you guys ready for Christmas?
No.
Can you really be ready for Christmas? Can you really be prepared?
As ready as you can.
Yeah, no, I mean, luckily, most is not left up to me to be all sincere. But it seems like, I don't know, this year more than most, this month is like, it always goes by quick. As soon as Halloween hits, like, it goes by quick. But, man, this year it feels faster than normal.
It does.
Maybe it's just getting old.
I think it's also like, Christmas is coming, but then it's like in the middle of the week. So, it's kind of like, it's going to be here. Like that week is no matter.
Right. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, Christmas is on a Wednesday this year.
Yeah, we're last full week is next week.
That's it.
Then it's like it's on. We have our first family Christmas party this weekend and several more to go. So yeah, it's gonna be a jam-packed week and a half here.
Well, shout out to Barry, who's been a channel member for 15 months. So thank you so much, Barry, guys. Friendly reminder, if you are a channel member, please take advantage of your free super chat that you get every month, highlighting how many months you've been a member of the channel. If you are not a member of the channel yet, I highly encourage you guys look into it because we have some amazing group chats, awesome community that you can be a part of. And the group chats have been buzzing, of course, with the holidays right now. Steven's been a member for 33 months. That's crazy. Says, hopefully everybody has a great Christmas. Dude, Steven, you are coming up on 3 years. That is ridiculous. So thank you so much
for
your continued support. Jonathan,
and very rarely ever misses Thursday night.
Yeah, that's very true. Absolutely. BS Pops, man, this breaks my heart. He says, Christmas is just another day I'll spend at work.
Yeah.
That's tough. I know a lot of people have to work on Christmas.
Yeah.
I got some like weird time off. I have like right afterwards and then back a little bit and then again off for the new year and then back. So it's not
I think it's gonna be like that for a lot of people. Some people are taking off all the way through because it falls on a Wednesday this year.
Yeah. If you can get like the time between.
Yeah, we're working a half day Monday, Friday, and Monday. So yeah, it's gonna be fantastic.
So Noah, so good to see you. He says it's been a minute. As I think I told those people, I stopped collecting Funko, but I really enjoy watching your vlogs. Also, congratulations on all you did for Toys for Tots. Amazing job. Well, thank you, Noah. So sad to hear that you stopped collecting, but it's okay. People take breaks. Yeah. They might come back. But it means a lot that you're still watching and still a part of the community. So Dan is here. Haven't seen Dan in a while, so good to see you, Dan. He said he's been super busy lately, but managed to make it over for a few minutes tonight, which is awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's weird. Honestly, if you guys can take time off, I mean, Joanna and I took our first day off like completely yesterday, and I still even had one work call, but like it was like 99%. We took a break from social media. We just hung out. We watched some movies and stuff, and it felt so good. It was really awesome.
So I got a weird question for you guys. So I figured we'll start
you
it
know
off
what?
with
Those are my favorite questions. The weird ones.
related collectible question. So it's almost the holidays. Do you guys have any food traditions coming up with the holidays that you've been doing for either a long time or maybe recently started or anything like that? Any kind of food? I know people love food and like to talk about food on here.
I try to eat 1 dozen cookies a day.
Okay.
And you know what? I've been successful all week. I've hit my goal all week. So
who's been making the cookies? Bree?
Yeah.
Bree?
So Bree does Bree and Gabby do a Christmas bake with Bree's aunts and mom and aunts. And we probably had 100 and I'm not exaggerating. We probably had about 120 cookies. And I've legit eaten 1 dozen cookies a day for 4 days now. And my stomach is, I'm getting older and I don't recover as well from doing that. So I might have to cut back to like 10 cookies a day next year, but I'm going to try to hit my goal, and I'm going to try to hit 1 more dozen tomorrow, and then I might take a break on Saturday.
Oh, there you go.
I'm doing a good job.
This is what I like to hear. So Noah he's still got his NBA and WWE pops, but he's just collecting something else. See, this is the unique trait that
that's a way to do it.
We're all collectors. Right now, he's in the clothing resell game right now. Clothing and shoes.
Shoes are expensive.
Shoes is big.
Shoes are crazy.
Different. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
Shoes are a different animal for sure. I think
for us, we don't really do anything too crazy, but Joanna makes some fish, which is good, or cod, right? Cod.
It's cod.
Cod.
Cod's
yeah.
good.
It's really good. It's very good.
It's the only thing we're allowed to eat.
Oh. Okay.
Well.
So forever we do New Year's Eve with my mom, but we used to do Red Lobster, but there are no like Red Lobsters near us now.
Red Lobster takes
it.
It was like one of the few places that was open to like 8 o'clock on a Christmas Eve, so we could go have an early dinner and then go back to her house and open gifts and hang out, and then we do our own thing on like Christmas Day and then go over to Shannon's parents in the afternoon. But it was, it's weird, like always having those like things. Oh, I've done that for like 10 years, and then you kind of have to switch and do something else or figure something else out. So it's those like traditions. I know a lot of people have cookie exchanges and maybe a special dessert you like to make or a meal you like to make on Christmas morning or whatever, breakfast, brunch, something.
Yeah, we do a Christmas morning breakfast every year, which is delicious. So that's always something fun.
This will be my first Christmas not on call in 7-8 years, so I'm pretty excited for that.
That's also enjoyable.
No chance that the phone will ring and somebody will need me. So
there's still a chance.
Oh, there's always a chance. Yeah, there's always a chance. Yeah, there's always a chance, but unlikely, hopefully. Mason's collecting anime pops now. All right, so Mason, if that is the case, you have to be able to properly enunciate and pronounce every single anime pop from here on out.
Every single one. Is that their criteria?
Well, I mean, if you're collecting anime, you gotta learn how to say the names of the pops you have. So I'll be interested.
That's why I like One Piece. Those names are not that difficult for me.
Yeah. They're all pirate names. You're good.
Yeah, pirate names. I'm down, man. I've got them down.
What's up, Obsessed with Horror? So Jason says every year for the last 30 years we give our customers turkeys and hams. This will sadly be the last year. Well, that is a bummer, but that's very nice that you've done that for people for the last 30 years, though. I'm sure that made a difference in their lives.
Yeah, I like a good ham.
Noah, we're happy to see you whenever you get a moment. I think I saw you said that you're collecting some bear bricks now too. Those are super expensive.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
Upgraded your collecting game.
But then you just collect less. Like you go after a couple bigger pieces sometimes. I think.
Yeah, you're spending the same amount of money, but you're
Yeah.
just collecting fewer things. Yeah.
Sometimes you're spending more, probably more now.
Probably, yeah, that's true. Probably more. Dr. John, what is going on, guys? He has been a member for 27 months, and he says, "Hope everyone is well."
Over
That
2
is
years.
that is crazy. The dedication with some of the people that have been in our community for the last, for some of you guys, the whole 4 years is just crazy. So, Susan's been making the party mix for 3 hours a night for the past 2 nights, and she's worn out. That is crazy. What is the party mix? That sounds good.
I mean, that's how you get the party started. You have to get the mix going. I think it's like one of those things where you make up a bunch of different stuff.
It's like
then,
we call it reindeer food over here.
Yeah,
Tex Mex and like chocolate, or I mean, everybody does it differently, but
yeah.
we have a version.
Frog Pop Fanatic, great to see you. He says, I bake my zucchini bread every year for all my friends, and we eat a ton of it on Christmas Day. Oh, I like that. There you go. Oh, like Chex Mix. Oh,
yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, speaking of Christmas Day, we had a big Christmas reveal a couple days ago, and I put it on the cover of tonight's PFO because I was surprised that a few people were saying they were disappointed with this upcoming drop. Now, I did see a lot of people say that they're very excited for this drop, but I was pretty taken back. I thought there was going to be like an overwhelming amount of like joy or happiness, but I'm guessing it's because not everybody's going to be able to get the whole train. So I think like
everybody likes to find something to be not so happy with. You know what I mean? Like you could find there's some people that hate Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? And like it makes no sense. I mean, I get it with a train especially. Like it is going to be hard to complete it, but that's what collecting is all about.
So we'll just get this out there. So what are you guys thinking when you see this? What are your thoughts? Are you excited? Are you not excited?
I'm all in on this one. I am 99% sure that we are doing a video on this, and we will buy at least 6 packs.
So
now I might not go for the mythic this time though, because we've got both mythic so far. Do I try to get the mythic? I don't know.
Sell it. Like
it's
I
a
would just
10
go for
inch.
it.
Like,
get the
no,
mythic.
But sell the pack or sell the
yeah. Okay, that's
I think
Josh, you're thinking like a true flipper. I appreciate your.
So you get the mythic, you get in, you get it, and you sell it, and that pays for maybe the rest of your train.
Why have I not done that before? You're right. That's what I should have done before. I kind of wanted to see the other
person
two.
that never gets a mythic. Yeah, go for it. Grab it. So I think that's one of the things I was disappointed with. Is actually I think the mythic would have been cool as a caboose on this train.
Yeah,
as something everyone wanted as part of it. A 10-inch proto nutcracker. I don't know. Like I don't.
Probably the only proto we're gonna ever get 10-inch, right?
It might be, and I think it's interesting though. At $4.99, I think it'll have some hype at the beginning. But look how much the 2-pack has fallen. As of recently, it's like around 200 now. I think,
and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised on that one.
But I think this, going after the train, you go after the train. You don't have to have the whole train. Like you could just go after the pieces you like as well too out of this. I don't think you need the whole train. I think the great thing is they did make Freddy the royalty, which is a little easier to go after, I think, than some of the others. The others are kind of luck of the draw. The royalty you could buy the epics, probably not that bad. I don't think this is going to be super expensive. I don't think it'll sell out too.
Really? You don't think it'll sell out?
How many packs were there?
It's too high. It's too high for I don't see the hype around this compared to the hype.
Oh no, it's not
How
like
many?
super high. It's 30,000 combined. It's 16 standard, 14 premium. Oh, and then the $4.99 mythic. So
yeah,
I mean,
16 higher. 30,000 packs. I don't see the clamoring either. Now, it is weird. Sometimes you see like these kind of drops sell out, and then the packs don't. They sell for like, I'm saying next to nothing, but
About retail.
it sell basically at retail, kind of like was it the Beetlejuice drop was the same way.
Beetlejuice,
Like
yeah.
I couldn't believe that one sold out, but then
Well,
the
yeah,
packs
that's
were
what I'm
going for
saying.
less than
Like,
retail.
no offense to the Beetlejuice collectors, I think this is way better than the Beetlejuice drop, and
But
I
it
was
was a lot,
Agreed.
Beetlejuice a lot less. So
What
Beetlejuice
was
was
the
about
count on the Beetlejuice?
I think people don't like that. We're not going to get these probably until the first of the obviously after the first of the year. So it's like a little bit whatever. I'm completely okay with that though. Like I think it's fun to I think it's better that they drop a Christmas drop like now versus dropping it in October so we can get it or dropping it in September and so we can get the Christmas stuff in December and have it in your hand. So I get why they do the drops the drop the way that they do it. I mean, same with the Halloween drop. It's the same deal. Like you're not going to get the physicals in hand until way after the fact. But like I'm okay with this, and I don't know if this will. This is one of those that if it did sell out, I wouldn't be like super surprised. But I don't think it. If it does sell out, it's not because people are going crazy for it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I do agree with you. I think they have to drop this kind of seasonal, time-sensitive drop now because if you were to drop it in like August,
That's what I'm saying, and I've seen a lot of people complaining about that. That's
Oh,
why I
it's
was saying I feel
perfect
like you're
time.
just complaining to complain at
you
that
just
point.
you just can't because here's the thing: as a company, it doesn't make financial sense to drop something Christmas related over the summer, even though it will technically get in people's hands around the holidays. People won't see
Right.
it that way. They'll be like, "Why the heck is there a Christmas drop?" Unless they were going to do something fun where they do like kind of like a Christmas in July kind of play
Yeah.
on it.
They could. I still think this is best,
Or they
and you
come
know
in
what?
for Christmas, but
There'll be
Yeah.
more Christmases. We'll have to celebrate these. I will bring these out in July, and I'll
Yeah.
celebrate myself when because I think these are. I like all the not the IP specific ones. I like when we get a run like this, and I think they did a really good job with like all of them. I
But,
think they did a good
like-
job with all of them.
like you said, Beetlejuice sold out, and it was only 7K for standard and 9.5 for premium. So
was that
it
lower?
was almost half.
It's half. It's a little
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
which
more
is
than
which
half.
is a lot less, and it sold out. But then packs were going on Atomic Hub. People were just flipping packs to get wax. It seemed like because they were
Yeah.
going for less than retail right after it sold out, which blows my mind why anyone would do that unless they can't get crypto and are looking to flip with wax or using their credit card to buy these because they use credit card to buy these, and then you can't get crypto with credit cards. So they were kind of just flipping the packs to get crypto and selling them quickly because they want to get the money flipped quick. It was really strange with Beetlejuice on that one. I think that was the weirdest one I've seen that sold out and packs were less than retail immediately.
Just a quick side note: wax has become impossible for me. I can't even get wax anymore.
Really? Crypto.com,
Yeah,
no problems with it. Crypto.com, the app. Yeah, I buy it all the time and takes less than time than USDC to get
It
delivered.
never goes through for me. I'm gonna have to look into it more. I really most of my stuff I just pick up on drop at this point, and I think a lot of people are doing that now. But yeah, I think I'm looking forward to this set. I think this is I thought this was a really good one. I like the way they did the boxes. I think that I'd pull this train out for every holiday. Not every for every Christmas.
Every Christmas, yeah. So I want to shout out Vern. Thank you so much for being a channel member for 4 months. Vern says maybe interest is impacted because no IP is connected.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe, but I think
some people feel the opposite of the way I feel.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think there needs
these.
to be more IP less drops. Like I really do. I think because then when there is an IP that pops up, I think people will be more like, oh shoot, it's Marvel or it's Dragon Ball or whatever.
So
I also want to shout out Steven. He has been a member for 30 months now. Unfortunately, he is still down with COVID, but at least he gets to hang out with us. So hopefully he feels very better soon. That's absolutely awesome.
So here's one for you, I guess, Vince, as a person that buys on the aftermarket a lot, like afterwards on the drop site and things like that. right now I'm looking at the Funko Ween one, which did pretty well overall. It you know, it had a great Grail. The Grail definitely made it.
Yeah.
Packs aren't crazy still, but all the legendaries, like $30 is the highest, which is a really cool one. The rest are around $20 or less right now for legendaries. So for people that want to complete this train, do you say open packs, or would you say just buy them on the aftermarket?
You know, I tell most people this now when because I actually get that question quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Brie, we do it as a form of entertainment. Like we have content, so it makes it a little bit easier too. But even if we weren't doing this for a channel and like doing content as well, I think I'd tell most people that if you're trying to get the Grail, that is really the only reason I would be buying packs. If I didn't really care about the Grail, or you're okay paying $100 or $150, like this Grail, I don't think will be a $300 Grail. I think that this Franny will probably be like, again, not financial advice, because who knows, I could be completely wrong, but I think this is going to be like a $200, like a $150 to $200 Grail. So with that being said, if you're not comfortable spending $150 or $200 just to get that, or you don't want that Grail, or you don't really care if you get the Grail, but you want the other pieces, I say just go and buy whatever you want. You don't need to waste your time with the packs. And I think that I've said this huge before, Josh, too. I think that the Grail drives the packs. If the Grail is something that's desirable, it's worth cracking the packs. You enjoy, you have a little bit of fun.
Or the epics. If it's a high number of epics, like Turtles, I think right now the Grails are driving the packs because there's 2 Grails, but also the epics are driving those packs. The epics because they're all $12 plus epics.
And I think that that's because of the royalty too. That royalty for the Turtles pack is not just because it's a good IP. I think that Freddy is one of the best Freddys that they came out with this year. Honestly, I mean, I really do. Well, I do love the Turtles,
which is closing next week. So if anyone wants to get the royalty,
finish your sets.
I
think I got 2 royalty sets.
If you need to get a couple others. Now, I will say right now, also, if you didn't notice, Drop migrated to their new wallet, which opens it up to all states now.
Yes.
Finally. So
New York can finally get involved.
Can buy USDC on the marketplace and get it in work here. So New York can. So will that change kind of the marketplace as well too? You think?
Maybe. It should. I mean, theoretically,
I think it should.
More people, especially a large population like New York.
Well, especially drop exclusives that you can't participate really at all at that point.
No.
So shout out to Lauren. She has actually been a channel member for 33 months as well, which is crazy. Nice. So thank you so much, Lauren, and I hope you're having a great evening as well. I agree with you, Josh, that I think the Grail drives the pack, and I'm really happy that they picked Franny as the Grail. But I actually am also very happy that the Mythic is not a part of the train, because I think you're going to have 2 types of people going after this. And I think Drop was smart for doing this, because I think you're simply going to have people going after the Proto as Nutcracker just to simply be Mythic complete. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people out there that are going to be, Mythic complete for as long as possible. If you're not into the 10-inch pops, which overall I am not a huge 10-inch pop collector, but I do actually think this fits very well as a 10-inch, because Nutcrackers can be large.
Well, it's super detailed. I mean, it's
just
really
beautiful. So I think it's awesome, and I have to have it. So one way or another, if I have to buy it on the secondary market or wait till it comes out in person, I need the Proto for sure. But I just think this whole train is super unique, and I understand people are frustrated because let's face reality here. Only 999 people at most are going to be able to have a complete train if they want.
That makes it fun though for me.
But that makes it fun. Yes, that makes it.
It also makes it worth in this scenario like that we're talking about. I think it makes it worth picking up the packs.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be crazier if $499 were a caboose? Yes. They didn't have a caboose on this.
Josh, I'm with you. I don't think that the Mythics have to be a 2-pack or a 10-inch every single time. I think that it could be a part. Now, again, I kind of agree with John too. I'm kind of playing in the middle here. As a collector, I kind of wish it was part of the train because I think that is so because you like you said, if even if it's just a piece in
drives
the
the
train.
market. It drives the mythic market. It drives
Yeah, and
it
even
drives
if it's a
more
piece
hype.
in the train, you don't have to yes, you would want it, but you don't have to have it, and only 499 people are going to have that entire complete, possible train. Then but they did it as the 10-inch, which I think the 10-inch is very cool too. So I think it's fine. I think I like the way that they're going about it.
I think 499 in today's market with the amount of people that are collecting, I think it's, even though my heart as a collector,
I was going to say, John, I can't believe what you're about to say
as a
right now.
collector, yes, 100%. I would have wished, if they could have done something crazy, made like the middle car or the engine. Engine would be cruel if the engine was only 499. Like
That's
that
why
would
I'm
be
saying another piece.
super
I'm not
cool.
saying the caboose because, I don't want caboose has
If
got to be.
you don't want to be
involved here.
you don't want to be cabooseless, but at the
No.
same time, just because there's already a lot of people who are upset about the barriers to getting into NFTs. If you put up all these barriers and then you also have like a super super limited piece that's integral to the display, because you got to remember too, like this is something that I firmly believe, even though all these pops are likely going to be very valuable down the road. And, if you plan on taking these out of box, make sure you keep your boxes and protectors are safe for everything, so you can keep the condition, intact and everything. But this is something that truly is meant to be put out on display.
Yeah.
Out of box.
Now,
I'm glad they didn't do the 499 piece just as a community member, because I don't want that to be something that turns people off and they say, you know what, screw drop, like that was cruel, I'm done. Because I can see that being something where people are just so turned off by that, because it's just, I'm already doing.
But will they say that about the Grail? It's $9.99, and if they burn pack, they're not going to burn any mythic packs. Mythic packs they're going to sell out in 2 seconds. So $4.99 is going to be there. But if they burn these other packs, say if they burn 20%, that Grail becomes only 700, 800 pieces. So that Grail becomes almost just as much as.
That's true.
And they're showing the Grail as the caboose. So we just said you can't be cabooseless, but they're actually showing the Grail as the caboose. So we're really hitting another level here.
Now, I will say, I think Funko missed out on a big thing, though. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer anniversary this year, and they missed out. It was 1964, I think it came out. I think they missed out on the opportunity to have some of the characters from that and do some unique things. I know they have plenty of pops in those categories. And
they did release the new line this year.
Yeah, they had the new line in that, but I think this would have been a really cool, like, super exclusive, fun one, something like that around that line. And but this is fun too. I will say this is not,
I think this is good because it's fresh.
I hope they don't overdo it with the Franny Freddy Proto stuff, because
they will.
It feels like we just had Halloween or in Christmas. Are we gonna have are they gonna turn April Fools into Franny Proto? You think, or are they every holiday like it's gonna be a Franny Proto?
Maybe I'm the wrong person to ask, because I like Freddy, Franny, and Proto, but I think that they dropped the ball on New York Comic Con, so I think this kind of makes up for the people who are looking to scratch that Freddy, Franny, and Proto itch, like myself. So I'm okay with it, but I can also understand people just getting sick of these three characters all the time. So that's why I think it's important for them to sprinkle these non-IP drops with Freddy, Franny, and Proto in between all the IP drops.
Should they have made something totally Freddy or Franny or Proto in this too, though? They could have easily, they've had their own
that's also something that I've been champagning.
Fantastic plastic characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm also clamoring for as well. Give us some non-IP original characters that are designed by Funko or Drop, or just something fresh and limited.
But if we're being honest though, Like, and they made 30,000 packs. If they do like the fantastic plastics, plastic plastic, whatever they're called. If they do those characters, which they probably would look awesome, I bet you they don't sell as good as these will, though. You know
No,
what I'm
they
saying?
would
Like
have
if I'm
it would
looking
have
as
to
a
be, like,
business sense, I want to
12.
sell as many packs as possible.
Yeah.
This is 100% the way to sell the most packs possible, in my opinion. I'm not, and I love when they do those off characters. Like I like the last set they did, but they did not sell that great, and the values also reflect that in the secondary market, where I think that these, again, I don't think these are going to be crazy. I think they're going to be attainable. Even the Grail, I think, is going to be attainable. Is it going to be inexpensive? No, but it'll be not out of, everybody's price range.
But I think that's okay. And like I was talking
Yeah,
to
I do
somebody a couple days ago who, they were happy because the pop that they've been trying to get for a few years that has been like $500 or $600 is now like $350, and they're excited because now they can afford it. Like I think it's good when not everything is super expensive, because then you have more people able to get things that they want, instead of a lot of people going, you know what, that's like $700, I'm never going to get it. And I think we also have to remember there's a factor that we haven't really hit the nail on the head yet with this drop. And the fact is that, how do you think this is going to play into like people forgetting about these? Like come like holiday season's over, like come March, April, people, you're going to see them selling less and less on the secondary market, because I think people forget about the holidays. They forget about Christmas and everything.
Well, kind of like what Josh just said with the Halloween NFTs. You see how low they're at this point, and yeah, this will happen with that too.
Yeah, so I think that if you are trying to get one of these, like you don't have to wait that long. You wait a few months, you might be able to get them, through
or
drop.
buy one a month or something like that. Like,
Yeah, or
yeah,
like
you
now
have
these will be
time.
hot when they hit everyone's hands like normal. But I think come next summer they'll be at like, or when will we get these? Like April, May?
Let's see. Do they have the calendar? It says Q3 2025.
Yeah, so we're probably
Q3.
Q3.
Well,
August maybe.
Q3 actually, that might be a setup for disaster then, because if we get them Q3 going into the holidays next year, like these might be pretty hot. So you might have to wait. If you really want to wait till you get them in hand, so you might have to wait till like a year from March to get.
Even if you don't get them when they get in hand, you could still in March time, because April 2nd they close, or the redemption opens, so the snapshot's taken. February, March, look for them, see what the prices are on them. Who knows? I mean, the great thing is if packs don't sell out and people buy them or are selling them, sometimes you can find some deals on the packs where they're not that far from also retail, or you could just buy the pops, whatever you choose. Because we've all had different luck. Like Vince had luck where he got a Grail and 2 legendaries and an Ultra in one pack. In other packs we've gotten all uncommons. Like uncommons and rares. Like the highest thing you got was a rare in it for $30. So you always had that mix. But I think that's somewhat I like about this too. If people don't want to take the gamble, it's not too crazy. The only thing that's usually the hard one to get is that Grail. But even this Grail, I don't think it would be above $150. I think it's going to be
I'm kind of right there. I'm thinking
$100 to $150 mark, like in between.
Yeah. I could see that.
I'm guessing 150 or a tick higher than that. I don't think it'll fall as low as 100, but it depends too how the packs sell.
Yeah.
I think the packs will sell.
How many they burn. If the more they burn, the higher up it goes.
I'd be surprised if they burn over 30% of these packs.
Yeah,
I especially with the mythics, people are going to be excited, and if you're in there and you're there for trying to get the mythic, like most people aren't like, well, I didn't get the mythic, I'm not buying anything. You know what I'm saying? They're still going to pick up a pack or two. So right. I think that this will do pretty good, but yeah, it's a lot of packs. I don't think it'll sell out, not because it's not a good set. I just think it's a lot of packs.
Yeah.
Now this is also the last drop of the year, right? There's no.
Yes.
I mean, unless they announce something else, which
for December, this is all they showed. So,
yeah, that was it.
And this is on the 17th, so it's coming up.
One,
because you got Christmas the following week, and the first of the year's right after that. So yeah, most likely this is it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think this will sell out. I do. I think there's enough hype between the Mythic, between people that are trying to be Franny complete like myself. I think the Freddy in the train, in the engine is what a lot of people just want. They just want the Freddy in the train engine. So I think it might sell out.
I would say in most scenarios, the only thing that's keeping me back is it's the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I mean? And do people have money to put out now for something they're not going to get until April? Or
That's
I'm
also,
sorry, August.
But that's every NFT drop. Like you're
No,
always
yeah,
putting
for
out
sure.
money for
But
stuff.
you know what I'm
before-
saying? Like you're doing that
before a
now, right
major
before,
holiday.
yeah, right before Christmas. It's like you've already kind of spread yourself pretty thin after Black Friday and all this other stuff. I don't know. I feel like it won't, but you know, I said it at the beginning. If they did, it wouldn't be super.
I was
surprised.
completely wrong on the Beetlejuice drop, so I could be wrong on this drop once again. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think they all look great. I need the whole train. Joanna was very excited when she saw that it was a train, and I think it's going to look killer out of box. I'm just going to, quietly have all the boxes and armors, so nothing happens to them long term. I do think though, like 5 to 10 years down the road, I think this is going to be a very sought after train. So I think maybe for the next few years, prices won't be that crazy, but I think this is one of those Christmas things. I mean, there's some original Christmas pops that are pretty pricey, so it's clear that people are not afraid to spend. I mean, how much money do people spend on decorations alone every year for their house? Like, it can get pretty crazy. I know you, Vince, you and Bree go hard.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we do. And we have a lot. Actually, we just picked up 2 Christmas grills not that long ago. So, yeah, we're definitely. I love the Christmas stuff. Halloween and Christmas are definitely. It's the only time that we like switch our pops out like 100% down here, like our whole Disney wall that we will switch out. So, I'm all about the Christmas stuff for sure.
Yeah.
And
so
decorating.
I'm excited for it. And you know what? Like the fact that it doesn't come in, I'm actually glad that it doesn't get into our hands until Q3, because I feel like, this year especially, I know you guys probably felt it. Everybody in the chat probably felt it. I felt like the buildup to Black Friday happened so early this year. Like I feel like we've been in the holiday season for like 3 months already. So
yeah, I think that was like we said at the beginning too. Like for me, it didn't feel as much because I think that's exactly what it is. Like we started before. It felt like we were preparing for for Christmas. Forget the holiday season. Like we're preparing for Christmas. Like literally the day after Halloween. It felt like sales started like the day after Halloween, and yeah, it's kind of been that like 2-month long kind of waiting to get here at this point.
yeah, so Josh, actually, really quick, thank you, Riley, if that triggers something I wanted to say a couple minutes ago. So, Josh, you mentioned that the Freddie and Franny 2-pack has gone down. What is it currently trading at?
Well, I wouldn't consider right now looking at it because of the switchover. They took everything off the market tonight. But when I looked at it as of, I think just yesterday, the day before, I was looking at prices because I wondered like what mythic packs were going. Like, I always look at packs, like pack prices and that, because I'll buy here or there 1 or 2 packs just to open. And I looked at that one and I saw the mythic went down to like 208 or something like that. Like it dropped pretty significantly from like almost close to 300 at one time. So, but I'm not really. I think it'll float around that 250 mark, kind of once it's said and done.
Yeah, because the grail drop below.
I think if they did instead of these 2, if they put the Freddy and Franny, the like Nightmare and the Banshee together in a 2-pack, that 2-pack would be $400 right now.
Yeah, but
they spread it out, which I think kind of helped that mythic not to be as crazy, really, price wise. Proto was under 20, almost 15. That proto that goes along with the 2-pack. So
only $20.
Yeah, he was less than $20, I think.
Yeah.
If anybody wants that one, get it now. That's super cheap. Because there's going to be some super cool displays with these 3 characters.
I think anytime these legendaries are going under $20, you're crazy not to grab them. Like, if you want them at all, because once they hit after the market, they're not going to be $20 anymore. I have not seen any sell for that low. It'll be curious. We got our first Ultra. I actually got mine in today. The first Ultra came in, at least delivery wise, came in, which is Batman. So Batman Ultra came in. I'm curious about the aftermarket prices of Ultras, because Ultras have been all over the place. Some as low as like $7, which is crazy for a pop. People are like Space Beth was $7. You can still get the token, I think, for almost that price, $7 or $8. You're literally getting a pop shipped to you. That's less than 5,000 pieces for $8. Like that. That's pretty crazy. You could get a token like that. So if you want to get any of those Ultras, opposite end, the Ultra like the Xenomorph is 30 some bucks, and I could see it on the aftermarket being 60 to 80 bucks easily once it comes in. Like, people are going to want that one because it's a really cool mold, metallic glow, like all these kind of like benefits to it. There's always that kind of balance, but Batman's,
and there's a good amount of people that really, they don't play in the NFT space at all, and really don't get involved in that until they are, on the secondary, like on the eBay and Macari of the world, because you kind of take that for granted. Like, we're deep in it, and people that are tuning into somebody that's talking, to people that are talking about Funko Pops, you guys are a little bit more knowledgeable and in that, but like there's a lot of fringe collect, not that they haven't maybe heard about the NFTs, that they just don't want to get to understand that and like have to go out and seek that out. And I'm just agreeing with Josh 100%, but the Ultras, like Scooby was the same way. Scooby was around $20 or something. I couldn't get rid of Scoobies for $20 because like I keep going back to it. Like, there's Scrappy Doo is, I think, around the same amount. Maybe Scrappy is a 5,000 piece. And it's $100 pop. And I'm not saying that this equates exactly where it's going to be $100 pop, but like, if the market bears it out over time, I have a hard time thinking it's not going to be at least $50, $60, $70.
I mean, a non-piece count Scooby-Doo from like Box Lunch or something like that is $30 almost on the aftermarket.
Oh, the 5,000 piece was going for less.
Yeah, it's easily going to be a $50 pop, I think. Once it hits the market, and then once it's out for a little bit, people want some of these, and I think that'll be the interesting thing. And I think we all know it's still a game to play several years out. You've seen that with Freddy's and things like that. Prices might drop for a little bit, then they explode and go crazy sometimes, depending on what license it is, how many are out there, how many people are willing to actually sell them and get them out. So it'll be interesting, because some of these NFTs, people are going after them hardcore and getting a bunch of them in, and could hold a market a little bit.
It's true.
Of the fluctuation of some of these, especially the grails. If you hold 10% of the market, you could really,
there's people that do
have that kind of fluctuation.
There's people that have quite a little stockpile. I wanted to just flash this really quick, because Riley said really quick that he is super excited for this drop. He thinks the promo mythic is not as exciting as the previous 2-pack, in my opinion, but still a great drop. I think hands down the best mythic so far was the first one, the Jumbo Battle Mech Freddy. I think that one was the best one right there.
Waiting for
the one that we're still waiting for, unfortunately. Yeah. But I think they're all great in different ways, and I hope Drop continues to do the mythics. And I selfishly, even though I don't think, maybe I will be in a category of people that eventually just won't be able to financially afford some of them, I kind of hope they start dropping a little bit lower piece count, maybe throw in a $2.99 or a $1.99, or maybe even do a con drop where they do a special, I don't know, make people go crazy, do like a 48 piece or something. Or it doesn't have to be like a number of 12 if they want to do a number of 9, to keep it fresh.
I'm still surprised these 101s they didn't tie him to a proto 101, just like they did for the one they gave out for New York Comic Con, the Headless Freddy. Like tie him to that. But yeah, Rock, happy holidays. I see a couple other people popping in.
Yeah, I apologize if I haven't said hello to everybody who's come in so far. But Frog Pop Fanatic, I'm right there with you. Love the Freddy as Nightwing. I think overall they've done a good job with the NFTs this year, and I'm excited. I saw some people saying they were already excited. Somebody said they were excited for the Supernatural drop coming up. So I think the NFT game is still pretty strong.
Yeah, a lot of leaks for next year. We'll see what actually gets announced. And
that leak picture that was circulating around, it was just like 30 different logos and IPs.
It was IPs, together. But I think we saw that last year, and most of them were like on. Like,
yeah, there was a couple surprises though. There was a couple things I think that popped up that we weren't expecting.
Yeah, I think you'll have some extra ones thrown in there, but I think there's a lot. Like Supernatural is a great example. They just put out some pops for it, so they're redoing some stuff in that line they haven't touched for 4 or 5 years. They haven't had any kind of Supernatural pops for 4 or 5 years, so it's cool to see Sam and Dean. Maybe it'll come up at some point really earlier on in this, since we've already seen some pops with
those. They sold out on the Funko shop
too. They redropped some and sold out again.
I saw that Dean was sold out. Are they both sold out right now?
Sam sold out the day after, I believe.
Yeah, so and then some restocked a little and then sold out again.
Yeah, I think both of them as of today they were both sold out.
Wow. So clearly there's demand for Supernatural right now.
Yeah, and I don't think from what I saw, like at least the stock estimate, if it was real, they didn't overproduce them too. They didn't produce 30,000 of them,
which is the way a Funko shop drop should be.
You know,
damn, that's crazy. Look, they are both sold out.
Yeah. So I mean, with that Supernatural, there's so many characters they haven't made in that. It's so easy for them, and they're coming to MegaCon. Like a bunch of the Supernatural, actually, cast is coming. The only one that I think isn't coming is Dean
Jensen.
Yeah, Jensen, but a lot of them are coming. A good amount, 6 people I think from the cast. So.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, if you do go to Funko's website, I literally said it in our video today that there's probably another holiday sale coming. They were already advertising this 30% off holiday sale that they, I guess, don't feel like they have to advertise anywhere else. It's just if you happen to go to the homepage, like
I think if you buy anything on there, some of the stuff was on sale. I noticed that when I went on there earlier. I noticed like, they still have the soda coolers like 30% off. They're 70 instead of 100. Like that kind of thing. They had some pops that were that kind of thing as well too. So you've seen a good mix, a little mix in there. Will they have more coming up? I don't know. Maybe after Christmas. I don't think they'll have more before Christmas. I think it'll be after.
Like more sales.
Yeah. Like I don't see it before Christmas. More sales, unless they're dropping something special But right now, like time frame to ship, like most companies are saying, you got to about the 15th, and then they're cutting it off, making it to you anyway. So
yeah, you're talking Monday, Tuesday next week, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, I think almost all of them had that. So speaking of, I'm curious if anyone in the chat got any of the holiday thrill joys, because I haven't seen anyone say they got their shipped yet.
Did you pick any up, Josh?
So I picked up 2. I picked up one of the Bumble and one of the Heat Miser, Snow Miser.
Going for that chase or mega chase?
Yeah, I'd rather just have Heat Miser and Snow. Like the mega chase would be cool to pull, but like Mother Nature's not the one like.
I like that they did it that way. I like that they did it. You got the chase, and then the common, and then the chase was.
I know
was the chase Heat Miser.
Heat
one
Miser,
of them.
Heat
I can't remember which one was.
Heat Miser's the common.
Okay,
Snow
Heat Miser's the common.
Chase, and then Mother Nature's the LE96.
Yeah,
the super chase, which It's fine. That's cool. I think that would be cool. But I think, the Heat Miser and Snow Miser, I saw a lot of people.
Oh no! Did I leave for 2 seconds and we're talking about Thrill Joy?
That's why we
I'm
did it,
curious if
John.
anyone got their
You
stuff
leave
shipped
again. That's all we're doing from now on.
because I'm curious.
This.
I want to know if anyone got their
You
stuff
guys-
shipped.
you guys-
They guarantee $50 back
Yeah, you're right.
if it doesn't arrive before Christmas. So
Yeah,
I
they
know
only
that.
have a couple more days to get that out.
And I mean, I was curious if anyone saw any shipping yet for their items. If anyone got Snow Miser, Bumble Elf, or Heat Miser, Bumble Elf, any of those.
I do love
Or-
Bumble. Now that
Bumble-
I've had a couple in hand, though, like I really realize I don't know where I would put the.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're just going to be too big for me.
I think the biggest part for me is the actual case that comes in. Too.
Yeah, because you got to store that too, and like that
Oh,
becomes
that-
a whole production.
But has anyone got it? And I haven't heard someone say Beetlejuice. Yeah, a lot of people found the Beetlejuice at Hot Topic, so good for you. I was able to grab one too, so I was like, that's really cool for people. But I wondered if anyone got. I want to see if they have to start issuing some $50 refund or $50 credits for a bunch of people soon.
Again, we're doing refunds.
Well,
If
they
you
promise
don't have it by Christmas,
you get a $50. You get a $50
maybe I'll
credit.
just buy one just in case.
I
it's too late.
haven't been on their site since New York Comic Con, so let me see what's going on. What do we got?
If you go to their blog, that's where it talks about the.
How do I
Maybe.
become a thrill
They
seeker?
get rid of it?
Oh, their blog.
No way. Did they get rid of the post? No, it's holiday. It's time. All right. There's just no picture. It talked
Talk
about
the elephant in the room.
the guarantee. Order before December 6th. We can guarantee your order before Christmas. If it doesn't show up, we'll send you $50 promo code for a free picks on your next order.
Oh, so that
But
already
what if,
passed.
but what if they send you a $50 promo code? You buy another Pix, and that doesn't show up either.
Then you get
Well,
another one.
It's not showing up before Christmas. I mean, all they're doing is guaranteeing before Christmas, but they're out $50. That's a lot to be out for a
It
company.
is a lot.
People get
And they're going to have to ship. They already gave you free shipping and $10 off if you buy.
Is
two.
everybody square from like the New York Comic Con? Like,
Yeah,
is
they got. I
think-
got all.
I think
We got
that-
our stuff.
everybody in the chat like
Yeah.
getting. Did everybody get their stuff? Like, at least
I
from
didn't
the
hear
first
anybody
one.
not get their stuff.
No,
I
I
don't
just
think-
feel
I don't know how many
like-
people bought
Well,
stuff.
no,
I
there
thought
were
they would
some
be on
people.
this.
There were some people who were very upset in our group chats, rightfully so, that they were still waiting on their stuff.
I think everyone has got their stuff
Okay.
from New York Comic Con. Well, the drop from New York Comic Con didn't include any New York Comic Con stickers or anything. But
I also
But-
saw some people were pretty upset because they were going to Hot Topic and they found some pics with New York Comic Con
Comic-Con.
stickers
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
Nice.
yeah,
Well, it's run by the same man who used to be the head of Funko.
We've had issues with stickers before.
sticker
So,
issues,
yeah.
con stickers. What doesn't matter. They're just stickers.
So they're saying if I was to order something today,
No,
Not
you
today.
had December 6th.
oh, December 6th. All right, I already missed the window. All right.
You missed the
still,
window.
December
I said
6th.
the same thing. I
Not that
like.
long
you
ago.
don't
I
even
should
like
think-
Thrill Joy.
No, I know.
You literally don't like Thrill Joy.
I don't. I
You
was
even
just
care about the
You
damn-
I
wanted
was
the
just
$50
asking a
credit.
hypothetical question.
John's thinking about it. Joanna, he didn't tell you this, but he's been thinking about it. When you're not around, he tells me all the time how much he is going to add several of these.
Literally said tonight, I hope we do not talk about Thrill Joy.
I
He's waiting for the
No,
Wow.
he's just saying that he wanted to talk about it. Don't give me that malarkey.
No, I just
just
wondered
wanted to
if
say
anyone in the
malarkey.
chat ordered and if they got shipping notification yet, because
This
it's
is
coming
crazy.
down to the wire here.
This is
They're
still
coming down
in
the
stock?
wire.
Okay, so the ladies at the New York Comic Con booth told us that we would not be able to get this. They were like, "You cannot get this blue unless you show up here."
Hey,
tomorrow
they did a
at
good
the
job. I heard that booth was packed.
Yeah,
The booth was pretty packed, but
Yeah, well, you know what? They sold a lot, I think, over there.
blue
listen,
is
at the
still available.
I'm looking for. I'm looking for their next product. Unfortunately, these are just now. Like I said, now that I have them in hand, now I know for sure. I
You're
think they
looking-
look
you're looking
amazing. I
forward
mean,
to
really,
it.
they look good in person. They look Like I see, so you know what's a good example? We just got the Mars Attack stuff for Funko, which I also love those as well. But I like the Mars Attack better, the mold and everything, the Thrilljoy Mars Attack. The issue that I have, I just, where am I going to stick? There's no way for me. Like I kept my Duck Dodgers and my Skeletor. Other than that, I probably won't pick it. Unless they do Marvin the Martian, I will pick up. I don't care how big the picks is of that. I will pick up Marvin the Martian, but other than that, I will probably not pick up any more picks because they're just too big. But if they come out with those minis, I'm on board and I'm waiting.
Minis, yeah, I like the minis. The minis.
I've got money in hand, ready to because I do. I think they look good.
They still only have the picks. Oh gosh, the mega picks. Forgot about those. Just in case the picks weren't big enough. Oh, they still have the mega blue. Oh no, mega blue sold out, or the blue.
No, mega. Yeah, that's sold. Which
what was the piece count on this guy?
Supposed to be 1,000. I thought.
Wasn't it 999 or
1,000?
Or yes, probably 1,000 or something.
Expected.
I
Oh,
don't
the
think
pre-order.
I don't think it
Expected
sold
to
out.
ship though.
no,
They
that was going to
down
be a
one day.
while.
They closed it down in one day. I don't think 1,000 sold.
Yeah,
What is this? Oh, it's a bucket hat.
The
How much is
bucket.
it?
There's lots of bucket hats. That's all they do is bucket hats, t-shirts, and
I
bucket
got
hats.
called out so bad when I
Can't
did
wear a bucket.
when I did my Thrilljoy video. I had people messaging us like with pitchforks, man. They were so mad because I told, which I stand by what I said. What I said was I thought that Thrilljoy did a good job with the quality of their apparel. Now, what I failed to mention and realize, because I didn't realize it at the time when I was doing the video, was how expensive some of this stuff is. Like, this is ridiculous. $50 for a bucket hat? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not typically in the market for bucket hats. I don't know what a reasonable price for a bucket hat is. I mean, the t-shirts, listen, $40 does sound like a lot, but like there's concert t-shirts that you spend $30 on and they're not the same kind of quality. It's a nice shirt. I think $40 for a limited piece t-shirt, that not that a limited piece really means anything,
I think
but
a nice hat can go for easily 40, 50 bucks.
oh, but yeah.
So what if I want to take, do you take the bucket hat and display it out of box, like on your head?
Well, no, you wear it. You're supposed to wear it. Man, you're wearing a
The
bucket
way
hat.
they displayed it here, it looks like you're supposed to leave it in the box. Do they make a bucket hat box protector?
Maybe. I mean,
no, you wear it.
I don't know, dude. That's a fancy box. Look how fancy that box is for something that they want you to wear. You don't
listen. They put a lot of things in fancy boxes. You still take them out and do stuff with them.
It's just 300 pieces, man. Did they make a bucket hat armor?
So the question is it 300 pieces of each size, just like the t-shirts? A lot of people.
Oh God!
What people are told.
Oh, Josh, you're right.
Great.
Oh my God! Why would you ask a question like that? Look at you opening these cans of worms all the time.
Well, no,
you think way too logically, my friend.
I can't do this.
At least what they were told at New York Comic Con was that the shirts were, if they're LE200, they're LE200 in each size, not LE200.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's a great point.
Because how do you split up the sizes?
You can't. You can't do that.
And they don't make anything above XL. At least before.
Oh,
I don't know if
Dave's got a $25 credit. All right, you're halfway to a bucket hat. There you go.
Yeah, I got a $25 credit too. Josh didn't because he was too mean to everybody, but I got a $25 credit.
They threw it on my account. Enemy right now. New era hat.
No, John, I hate to tell you, I'm pretty sure you're the new. You are way more of a killjoy than Josh. Josh at least supports. He's bought more than all of us combined.
Yeah, that's not true. I was gifted minis. I have minis. I have one Thrilljoy item in my possession.
I just want clarification on like.
No, there's nothing wrong with what Josh did. What Josh did was actually very professional and responsible and respectable. The fact that he was sticking up for everybody in the community who just, some people are afraid to say something and they still have things that are affecting them. So I am still proud. And I will be the first one to say I back Josh up 100% with everything.
Yeah, I'm with Josh.
I did get clarification on the piece count of the picks though. So if it says 6,000, it's actually 6,000 total, including the chases in that. So there's like 6,000, 1,000 of them are chases, 5,000 are the regular commons. So I did just like Soda kind of count, like they just don't show the numbers on the chase, which I don't like.
Did we?
I
You know
don't
what
like
though,
the
Jet?
card
They're,
doesn't have
they're
the
all
number.
numbered, right? What?
The
How are
card
the
is not
chases?
numbered on the chases. The card is not numbered on the chases.
Oh, the
and that
card is
bugs
not numbered
me.
on the chases.
It
No
just says
kidding. I
chase.
didn't know that. Oh,
LE
okay, that's
24, the
interesting.
card's not numbered. It just says ultra, or it says LE or 24 piece or something like that.
That's interesting.
That bugs me. Like they have the
Yeah,
chance
that's
to number
interesting.
all the commons. Why couldn't they number the chases?
Well,
Wait, are you saying they're not numbered individually?
Yeah,
they
but-
are on the
on the
commons though.
commons they are.
The
So
commons are. I did not know that. That's actually weird. And why?
I don't
Wow.
get that. Yeah,
I mean, we
you
don't have to make this a
opportunity.
whole thing about
No, I
Thrill
didn't mean
Joy,
to,
but yeah, that's interesting. I actually did not know that, and that doesn't make a lot of sense.
no, that I mean, those are like I don't like seeing like at Hot Topic people having the con sticker, New York Comic Con sticker ones. That means, but I also think they just don't know. They didn't know what is in their stock. All the boxes are the same. They don't know which batch is batch, and they're just going with it.
Yeah,
So,
and I can forgive that. Like,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen.
I
That's
mean, it happens and that, but just like LE24 has to have a chance at Hot Topic too. I know some people that have ordered from Hot Topic because they had the Skeletor and
Josh, I'll be honest though,
Roger.
like you kind of just speaking of opening cans of worms, for the chases not to be numbered is like, because I said it even in my video when we opened the common, and I'm like, oh, this is cool because you could get
Cool.
all these numbers are going to be, you could get a
Oh,
special
wow,
number.
That's right. The chase isn't numbered. That's crazy.
No, it makes
on the
no
card
sense.
because
The
you get
card,
card.
it
So John, you wouldn't know because you're not a Thrill Joy
I'm not.
aficionado like me and
I'm not a
Josh.
thrill seeker. I'm completely content with where I'm at.
But they come with cards, and the cards are individually numbered with under 5,000, whatever, like 4,005, 552. But if the chases have no numbers and the ultra chases have no numbers, that's
Actually, I have some thrill that I am seeking, and I want to just briefly pause the Thrill Joy
Oh.
stuff, because if anybody has a friend, a sister, a cousin, or a nephew who lives in the Philippines, speaking of numbers, I need this, Freddie.
is this not 250 pieces?
It is 250 pieces, unfortunately.
Son of a gun.
And I really like this mold.
I am sure
Like, I have the other 3 sitting here, and I'm so angry and excited and just overjoyed at the same time that this is 250 pieces, because man, what a fun challenge this is going to be to
I
get
feel like
this.
somebody will sell it to you. They'll give you like a friend discount, probably like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Right.
Popstop, man, Popstop, he's good at getting the rare stuff too. So if he's having a hard time getting this one, then I'm screwed. So
Yeah, 250.
Joanna will probably hate
out
it
of
because
country.
it's all one color, but
Hate it. I haven't even seen it, or I don't even know what you're talking about, but I already hate it.
Joanna already hates it. She hates it as much as that silver Wonder Woman that you want so bad.
I hate them all. What color is it?
Gold. It's at least it's
Oh,
gold
it's
and
not
not silver
gold.
like that other stupid pop that he
Not
wants.
real gold though.
All of them are stupid.
I just enjoy piling on once in a while. I'm just saying this in jest right
anyway,
now.
we can get back to the Thrill Joy. This is the joy that I'm seeking. So that's what.
No, I think our Thrill Joy conversation's pretty much wrapped up. I think.
I mean, Vince is any different than Goldie Rogers? That's gold. So yeah.
it's not
very
it's just the
different,
fact that-
Josh.
It's just the fact that it was released overseas at a random, well, not random, but like at a Funko party. You had to be there. So congratulations to everybody who got one. But anyway, we can go back to talking about.
It's all people that are gonna flip it. So that's all.
That's fine. Honestly, good for them. Like, kudos to them. They can go buy some Thrill Joy.
They probably got it with those other Freddies that came out too.
Which Freddy's?
The Freddies we talked about last week or the week before.
The unreleased one.
The unreleased one.
Yeah, so I'm weird, and a lot of people have been messaging me about those, and I can't spend a lot of money on something that wasn't officially released by Funko. So if there's people out there, like, if you're going after them, like, I just think that they're too cool for Funko to not have released them, and I think there's more story there than we know, and we'll probably never know the backstory of why.
Yeah,
I'll
it
see
starts
what-
to fall in that like proto area a little bit. Not that it's not for there are going to be people that want to pick stuff up like that, but that goes off the radar a little bit for me.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry to derail the or if anybody wants to, I just pulled them up. So here, I know Smile World still has all of the ones they were trying to sell. Let me pull them up.
I mean, some of them look
They're
really
beautiful.
cool.
There's no doubt in the world. Like
They
they
look like
are
customs almost to me. Like
they are
that's
beautiful. And if anybody does buy one, try to use code Professor. Maybe you'll get 10% off. But no, we
I
don't
think
have a
Ralphie has some too, right? Does
Oh,
Ralphie's
does
and
Ralphie's have? If Ralphie's has them, you can
I
use
think
them.
Ralphie's
Yeah.
might be actually
Cheaper?
same price, cheaper. I think maybe.
I
even.
love
And
this
then
one, especially
can
with
use
the Funko flag. Like these, they're really cool. It's just I don't know. I like it when things are officially released. I don't know.
I think it's hard when it's just the unofficial, like not released, unofficial. And then is it really a Funko? Is it
Because then you're
is it
kind of floating in
not
that
a
designer
Funko?
toy area,
Yeah.
and it's not even just that. It's like
Is it a custom then?
yeah,
You know?
because it's just it's hard because like people are so good at like 3D printing nowadays, and it's just
Or even these molds. I mean, these molds are at factories in the Philippines and in
right.
China. So two different places make Funkos typically in over time. So who knows what molds also get out there and might be used for. I mean, the Freddy mold. A lot of the. I mean, I'm sure the Freddy head mold has been used about 1 billion times.
Oh
if
yeah,
nothing
pretty
else.
much, yeah.
So, and then just different coloring and stuff like that for some of these. But you have some of the other ones that were other pops that were out. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I just like you said, John, it wouldn't be something I would like pay a fortune for, but you never know down the road. It could be something people seek because it's that
yeah.
weird thing.
If I came across one, like I would spend like no more than like 40-50 bucks on it, if I came across one. But
Is
like
it 10,000 for? Wow.
oh yeah, this is 10,000
I mean, it's
for
graded, so
yeah. I don't want to.
I think it's like I don't really want to sell this.
trading.
let's talk about all the stuff John doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah, I saw like
Let's start
more
talking about
companies.
grading.
More
Grading.
companies are getting to the grading game,
I
and
know.
we
I feel like that's dying out a little bit.
PSA
No,
reached
I don't
out to
know.
us and everything, and I'm just like, yeah,
I don't know if it's dying. I think
Now is it picking back up?
I don't know who's getting all their stuff graded, but I mean, I think
Actually, let's just do this. How many people in the chat have paid to get a pop graded in their collection? I'm just curious. Pure curiosity. I just, no
End of channel.
no nothing either way. No shame or, no praise.
yeah. I mean, you can
I think
buy
if
it
you
right
collect,
through Whatnot.
I think most pop
people.
collectors will not get their pops graded. Personally, like I don't even care if it's a $300 pop. I take a lot of my stuff out of the box every once in a while. I hate the idea that it's going to be encapsulated. Like, what's the point for me? I'm speaking for myself.
At what price point do you think it would be worth it being graded?
For me, it's not worth it at any level because it's not a card. Like, I don't know. Like, not that I take them out and play with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There's something about it. Like,
comic books are different. Comic books
are different. Cards are different.
I understand. Autographs,
sports cards are different.
Understand. Like autographs, that makes sense because you want to preserve the autograph. That makes sense. I get that.
I think
like sports cards makes 100% sense. Even comic books at this point, because you could get digital, like you want to read the comic books, because I still like that aspect of it. But there's ways to do it now that like everything else makes sense. Pops just never will make sense to me to get those grades, especially.
Yeah, I never got
Riley just said nah, fam.
Riley is kind of where I'm at with it.
I love that.
I think also, for grading the cost of it, man, like I see these companies like showing pops that are like $15 to $25 pops and they're graded. Like, how much is that costing you to grade? Because I know card grading is like at least
35. Is it not 35, 40 bucks
like,
to get a pop graded?
Even if you are a person that works directly with them, I'm sure you're still paying because the molds to put them in and everything like that costs that company. along with grading them, you're still probably paying.
See, and I agree with Tech right there.
$30.
Like if you're gonna get one, like if it's a personal grail, if it's something like that you're keeping it and you have like this perfect box, like I'm okay with that. Like I'm totally okay with that, and I get that part of it. I don't like what Josh just said. It's like I literally see commons getting graded and people trying to make it like it should be worth 6 or 7 times more for a brand new pop. It's just what like I just don't like that because there's something shady about that I don't know. I just don't like that aspect of it. You getting something graded for yourself because you're going to keep it in your collection and you don't want to have to worry about it ever getting damaged. Go for it. I have nothing against it for personal.
If someone really wants to, they can break it out of the thing. I mean, you can break them open if you really want.
I don't like that it's a different size. I don't like anything about it. I don't like that it's a different size. There's very few, but I could see maybe getting 1 or 2 or a couple for, ones you're going to keep for, forever, presumably.
Yeah, so it's $40, I believe, to get a pop.
That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, Vince. Like my main issue is I don't care if the pop is like $10 or $10,000. I want to be able to have the option to take it out of the box and just enjoy it.
Yeah, and I like to live risky. You know what I'm saying? If I drop it off the shelf one day, I want to know that I can damage it. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's something special about that you could ruin it at any point.
The Gold Freddy was a prize. They had teams at the event like Fun Days. Winning team got that. Oh, all right. So even harder to get that one. Anyway, that's like a reach pop for me, and that's something like that adds excitement to me for the hobby, and that's also why I just kind of circling back on the NFTs. Like I like seeing the super limited stuff, but Funko's also putting out some good stuff again, at least in stores, and I'm sure I will have no chance at ever seeing this in one of our targets, but I like the opportunity or the idea that I might someday. Did anybody get lucky with a Chase Bullseye?
I'll just say watch my video today.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to spoil it for you guys. Well, yeah, I mean,
did you guys go to the store or
find this in the stores?
You ordered them, right? Though.
Like, yeah, I pre-ordered. No, I got 2. Yeah, I pre-ordered them. I didn't go to the store for any of them.
I heard people were getting them shipped from stores that were ordering them after they dropped. So if you ordered them online, they were getting shipped from other stores. And
I ordered mine whenever it dropped, like a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was. I'll be honest, man, they shipped it extremely well. Double boxed. Each one was in a single box, and then
that means they shipped it from their shipping center.
Yeah, they shipped it definitely from the whatever. Yeah, it didn't come from a store because I've got stuff shipped from the store, and usually that's just 2 pops in the box. And
yep, that's how mine came. Two in a box. That's
ours were separate.
Yeah, that means they're pre-packaged at the shipping center, and they just throw them in order.
I mean that's what it looked like. Yeah, I was impressed with the shipping. Actually, our last package from Target was shipped well too.
But I've seen several people going double chases, which is, I guess, good. The people.
I've seen a lot of people find the chase. Which
in the wild,
it was a lot of collectors. Do you know what I'm saying? For the most part, not like flippy people. So
yeah,
good.
I think if people got up and got there, they had a pretty good chance of getting it too. I was surprised. Like, I wonder if it'll do the little restock. Like the other one had a little restock, like a week or 2 later. I think just more getting to the stores. Another shipment getting to the stores, that type of thing. Not a crazy restock online, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that.
It says it's available. Like I'm looking at Target's website.
It is.
It says it's available.
If you order, will it come from a store or come from? Because it comes from the store, you're just going to get the commons that are left that no one picked up. That's the only bad thing.
True.
So
Riley, Patreon memberships and channel memberships are different. So channel membership is through YouTube. Patreon membership is through the Patreon website. However, the way we view it, if you are a Patreon member or a channel member, you still get the perks of the group chats. But they're two different types of memberships. Basically, Patreon, for certain tiers, you'll get something physically in the mail, whereas channel memberships, it's all virtual. You get cool little emojis, and your name is highlighted. You get the free super chat every month and stuff. So there's different perks with both. So, but we do need these. I need this chase at some point for the collection, like a lot of people have also been saying in the chat. So, oh, Susan got up early. There you go.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You got to get up early. Well, you go to bed. You go to bed early, Susan. So you're good. You get your sleep. You get your
Everyone's
rest.
or Susan's like me. Susan, did you get the chase though?
That's the question. It's the question on everybody's mind. What's up, Jay? How are you?
So
Anyway,
another, I don't know if you have this one, John, or not, but I guess a couple people got some full seal cases of Social Media Freddy for the mystery soda.
yes, we were made aware of this.
Which is interesting because of, you know, like you think there would be, I don't know. Every time I've ordered, I've never gotten a case. Like, I guess it depends on who the person packing your box. If they're really lazy, they'll just grab 2 cases and throw them in if you order 12. But if you're not, like, I've always gotten a huge mix every time I've ordered. We just ordered some a week or so ago, and we got them in for a video coming up. But, you know, that kind of idea is, like, just weird. Like, I think a full case, I think Vince and I talked about it last week. They did the right thing of putting them in these mystery things. I think that's kind of a fun way to do it, better than selling them to a Marshall's that sells them for a price. I think kind of fun to put them in the mystery and help sell them, but not a full case. That's shocking.
No, and they should have done it the right way. I think you promote that, like,
You got to promote it.
Yeah.
they could have done it the right way and like made a lot of money and had a lot of fun. Like, it could have been a community type of, you know what I'm saying? Like a fun thing. But
Could have been an EQL thing. They could have done a
heck
soda
yeah, they could have done. Yeah, it
EQL.
would have been better than the thing they did last week. Did you get picked, Josh?
I don't know if I got picked or not. I
I
think I
got
did.
picked. Did you?
I
Did
believe
you do any
everyone
of
got
the
picked. Did anyone
EQL
not get
boxes,
picked?
John?
We did not get picked, interestingly enough. So,
You
You
did
did
it
not?
though.
No?
Not
We did.
everybody got picked.
yeah,
Oh.
we didn't get
Okay.
picked. Yeah,
Wow, get out of here.
crazy.
I
Crossfader
got
coming in at a year. Thank you so much, Brian. Appreciate you. Look at that. And Sam, it's so great to see you. Been a member now for 26 months.
I wonder if I made it a year yet. I should check, but I don't know how to do that.
Put it in. You have to go on YouTube and
Yeah, I saw there was unfortunately an abnormal amount of people. Here's the thing that bums me out about the Social Media Freddy soda. I feel like because kind of just ties into that Freddy we were just talking about from the Philippines. Like, it's special because you can't just buy it. And now that Funko has dropped them, like, I don't fault them for dropping them in the $5 sodas. I do think they should have promoted it.
No,
And
I
they
think
should have-
that's the way they should have done
That's
it.
the thing they should have
they
done.
never should
I
have
don't
sold
think
them
they
to
should
Marshall.
have just given people cases. Like, that is
No,
ridiculous.
and it should have never showed up at Marshall's. It should have been exactly what you
I
just
think the
said.
sad part for me is seeing like how much people want to get for it, knowing that they only paid $5. And like, I
Yeah.
get it. Like, you are entitled to make a profit. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want it, if you're just like, or I think what happens is there's people that probably do want to own one, but they realize that that thing has value. And and some people did message us and they ripped the chase. And my advice to them was like, hey, if you want to go sell the chase for $800-900, like, go for it. Like, you can buy a lot more other things with that money, and you only paid $5. Like, you'd be stupid not to sell it. But the problem is, like, the hardcore Freddy collectors, like, I'm not gonna pay $900 for it anymore. Like, and I just, it's just a shame. I really think that somebody at Funko, like, they should have just kept it as a special prize, like, in my opinion.
yeah,
and the way
for
they've
sure.
just like dumped them, it just hurts. So
I think what was the problem was they did not get them out fast enough, and that's the only reason that price went so crazy. Because now it really shows how few were probably on the market, which I have always thought. I have only thought maybe at most 500 were at the on the market, but
Jess,
it's
I think
probably
that that's the case with all chases, all soda chases.
no.
Though. I
I'm
think
talking
that
about
all soda
I'm
chases are
talking
that
about
way.
Freddie social media sodas altogether.
Yeah,
Maybe 200 to 500 were on the market at
right.
one time.
No, but
So
here's
it,
but there's some truth to that, Josh, because here's the thing. The people, for the most part, that got them kept them because
Yeah.
they put in for it. You got one. You got
Yeah.
one through Twitter. You made the picture and everything. You got yours. Like, that's the thing. Like, people who put in for it, except for the people at like Comic-Con who like Mike Becker just gave one to. Yeah, like sure. And that's why that was kind of my issue with the Hall H Ahsoka. Most people were just kind of like screaming and trying to get Mike Becker's attention because they were trying to get one to then sell. And that is sad. Like, as a Star Wars collector and a Star Wars fan, you want to see that item be won by someone who's going to keep it. Otherwise, you're basically just shouting and cheering and waving your hands because you know that you can make money off that item. And that's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of sleazy in a way. But hey, I get it. You know, people do it and they make their money and that's it. The social media Freddy now that people are getting them that didn't intentionally put in for it, like it's just like a nice happy accident. But at the same time, it's like it doesn't make me want to spend the money, if that makes sense. Like,
Well, I think that's, I think that it's exactly kind of the point. We've had a couple people reach out to us too, and trying to get 130 for a common and or 150 for a common and that kind of thing. Because PPG, I think it's still at whatever. I think it's
yeah, it's
closer
still
to
like
200
plus. Yes.
But you got to think about it. Like, look at how many are finally getting into people's hands, and they're getting into the people's hands that aren't keeping them.
That's
that are going to make it to the market. And on top of that, like when you look at the chase prices for sodas in general over the last couple of years, and you see it, around $50-$60, how many sodas are still not open? Do you know what I'm saying? Like on a 2,000 piece chase, like how many of those 2,000 pieces are actually on the market? Man, I'm starting to venture to think that we're only seeing like maybe 60-70%. I still think that there's 30% of all sodas created. I think that we're still as high as like 30% not being open across the board, that those have not made it to the market yet. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that in
I don't
general,
think that's the case for all characters, but most.
No, you're right. No, not for all characters, because like find a Sonic. You'll never find like I've never seen a Sonic again, but there's so many that are old. Like I'm talking like the Jean Lafoots of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just one that's coming to my head right now that I've seen them in multiple like stores that I've gone into, and I'm like, how is it still sealed? Like this, we're talking 4 years down the road.
We were also invited, and I will of course not reveal the company name because I'm not here to drag people through the mud, but we were specifically targeted and invited to be part of a resealing scheme. So unfortunately, we know for a fact that there are
that could be the case too
who reseal sodas. So that's the thing too, and they figured it out. So here's the other thing too, like if there are other sodas that are sealed on the market, how do you know? There's no way to know.
It's a fair point. That's a fair point too. I mean, that's going to throw things off as well.
Is an original sealed soda by Funko and not something that's been resealed 2 to 3 to 4 times. I mean, there was a guy who literally walked us through how he does it on Amazon, where he literally goes around to like garage sales, flea markets, Comic-Cons. He buys up as many sodas as he can for as cheap as he can, and he has a machine. He just reseals them. They're all commons. But of course, he puts Chance at Chase, and he sells them for like $27-$30 on Amazon, and people buy it because they don't know really what it is, but they just buy it. So he's ripping like $25 off of every soda sale. And hey, you know
that's
what?
Sleazy.
He's built a business on sleaziness, but it's so sad, and we were so disappointed that we had it confirmed, and that's why, like, we're and I preached to all you guys, like, please be very careful if you do buy a sealed soda on the aftermarket, because unless it's directly from Funko, you cannot confirm, or a reputable company. Like, it's
no.
Yeah.
I think companies or a sealed case that you can tell that's been opened or not, because I mean, if you retape over a case, you can see retape and that. And you can't. I do like how the new cases have actually the warning sealed labels on them now. Like all the
Yeah.
stuff coming from Funko, the newer soda cases, like Haunted Mansion, I think a great example of that. I believe the Marty McFlys came like that in the cases. If you got a case of them, they were actually have the tamper-proof seal on the box as well too. So if you got a case, which didn't happen on anything older, but you could tell usually on those as well too. But it's crazy.
But here's the thing: why do people do that? Why do people reseal or like do any sort of funny stuff with collectibles? It's because there's money to be made.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Mean,
whether Chase is worth like
cats,
cards, exactly,
like Pokemon cards or whatever. Especially more expensive ones. Any of that.
What I think, and I know there's a lot of people looking to offload. Not a lot of people, but I don't know. There was like a dozen people that reached out to us that either got one or multiple social media Freddies. If you really want to offload it, I think you'll sell them quick, honestly, for $50. If a common for $50, I saw some people, they were like, they wanted 150, 200 for an open common. They wanted 200 to 500 for a sealed one, and then they wanted 1,000 plus for the chase. Here's the thing, like Vince is saying, like there's going to be more of them on the secondary market. So if you're looking to dump it quick, like if you want to make quick cash, like I would pay $50 all day for a common, and even a chase. Like I would right now, I'd be comfortable paying like 250, 300, but I just can't justify paying more than that, So,
yeah, I think also, I mean, with the sense of the mold too, the mold isn't like that amazing.
Not like an outrageous grade.
So I think if it was an amazing mold, it might have had a little more power. But I think also that price has just been so inflated due to so little being on the market. Now the market getting flooded that you have to adjust to that price. It's just like a restock of a Funko. You can go and say, well, last week it was $100. Well, and the Target got back in, or that Flock Tails that Target got back in, right? It was $40-$50, and then now it's back at Target. You can't say it's a $50 Funko Pop.
It's exactly what it is.
You see other sales currently at $50, because if you can go on Target and buy it for $15, that's not a $40-$50 Funko Pop. It's just,
here's the other thing where I think Funko would have made so much money, and they could have done this because I've heard that they were not able, like anything that they deem, I don't know why, I guess it's like legal stuff, whatever, but anything they deem as a giveaway or like an item, they can't sell it. So that's also kind of weird that they're putting it in the $5 mystery sodas.
Yeah, but they're selling it by putting it in the $5 ones.
Right. So that's kind of weird.
Still selling it.
Kind of negates, like, I guess, part of my point here. But why couldn't they have just said, like, hey, anybody who spends like, $200 on the Funko shop from now until supplies run out, like you'll get a free social media soda. Like I would be on the website so fast. So I mean, if they really like that.
I don't want to get it all whatever, but I mean, if they really were about the fun part of Funko, do you know what I mean? Like some of this stuff is unfortunately kind of gone out of it, and I think that is part of the problem. It doesn't make collecting different, doesn't make the community different, but as a company, 100% they've got away from all that stuff. They're used to do the photo challenge, the social media stuff. They don't do anything like really that fun anymore. There's not, that aspect is completely gone. What if they were looking to get rid of these? If they had somebody that was still there that cared about that aspect of it, and I'm not saying they don't care about the company, but you know what I'm saying about making something fun for the collector, for the customer. Like they would have done exactly what we were talking about. They could have taken, let's say they have 1,500 of these left over. They say straight out, we've got 5,000 sodas we're going to sell, or hey, we got soda mystery boxes that we're going to be selling. You have a 1 in 20 chance of getting this. That's all they would have had to done. All the soda collectors would have been all over that. And some of the people that would have just bought them just to try to get it, to flip it too, but it would have got into more collectors' hands. Unfortunately, all of these right now are in the people that are just trying to flip them, which is, again, no shame to the people that wouldn't. Yeah, what if you could make a quick buck? Like I get that. I don't blame them for that. I blame Funko, honestly, for not understanding what they had. And they could have sold a lot of stuff. Like they've done this, like we said, they've done this with other things that buy a certain amount and get this. They could have said every 6-pack soda, you're gonna get a mystery of 5 other ones, or with the chance at that 6th one being the social media. They could have just, it could have been done different and it would have felt different. But I feel like that aspect of, and I hope that comes back, but I just don't see that happening anymore. Unfortunately, I think most of that fun stuff has got to be by, the community part of it, and it's not going to be by the company, unfortunately.
But that doesn't mean things couldn't change, and
no, absolutely, they could decide tomorrow to bring like a good social media like team back on that is out to make things fun again. You know what I mean? Like they could do that tomorrow. No, they could change this tomorrow. I just don't see, like, it's gone the opposite way. I feel like the little bit that they had, they've taken away.
And that's the crazy part. Like, if I was an intern at Funko, I'd be like, just go on YouTube, just go on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like, you see all these people like proud of their collections. Like you still see people posting their top 10s, pops on Tuesdays. These people, putting their ISO in search of, pops out there. Oh, trying to buy this grail, just saved up this money. I'm looking for this. Can you help? You still see all that in the community. So like Funko, like you have a community that's still ripe for the interaction and everything. And like Tech says right here, do you think they'll ever bring back the Fanatic of the Week of the month? They may not. And maybe they will, but they could bring back something or just create something different. That's essentially the same thing. They could just say, oh, instead of Fanatic of the Week, we're going to do Collector of the Quarter or something, where they just showcase a couple people, like
just think of that. That was good.
I did just think
Collector
of that.
of the Quarter. Look at you.
Look at that. But I do want to call out a side, a part of Funko that I think is actually doing a really good job, and that is drop. And if you look at some of
they listen to their customers. Like I feel like they've done a good job listening to us as the consumer, and I feel like they've tried to do better. Like they're not perfect, but they've gotten so much better with so much of their stuff. I would love to see them take a direction.
And I think a big reason for why they're listening is obviously they want to sell more packs and make more money. And you see some.
Right? That's what a company should do. So, God.
But also, like if I notice one of the things I noticed recently is like if you look. Obviously they're working with Tristan Top Pops. I also saw they did some promotion material with Skittle Rampage. Dante,
smart.
He did a great reel. I also saw, Mason put together some great material. Sidekick Inc. did some great stuff. When they did their Stranger Things drop, I also saw they were working with other creators. Like, I don't know who this film stocked person is, but obviously, he's really into Stranger Things and Marvel and movies. And, maybe he's not like a big collector, but he's somebody that's more into the film side of stuff.
Yeah, and you're trying to bring new people in. I think that's all smart.
It's just smart to work with creators, because creators have communities, and those communities are more than likely your customers. So it's cool to see them do that. And Funko needs to do more of that. Like, why didn't Funko reach out to like half a dozen people and say, hey, we want to give you guys some promotion material for the Black Friday sale? We want to give
us
you
5 social media Freddies to give away to people. We'll find a creative way to get.
If they send me a case, so that's the biggest thing, and that's why I've been kind of frustrated, because I've offered to buy a lot of people's social media Freddies for reasonable prices. And when I say reasonable, like, I'm sorry, I'm not spending $200 on a social media Freddy soda. I already have a common. I don't have a chase. I have a common. And the sole reason why I was trying to buy some from people was to literally do a giveaway and to make some cool challenges on Instagram or here on YouTube, and just kind of bring some of that fun, and then, ultimately give somebody the opportunity to win one without having to pay for it, and to kind of make it seem like the old days where, if somebody won it from us or you, Vince, or you, Josh, where that it would have a story attached to it, and it would be special again. And it wasn't like, oh, this guy got it in his $5 box, and I just bought it from him for $150. Like, no, I created a cool picture, I made a cool reel, or I sent in some pictures of my collection, and I participated in something and I was chosen, and that's how I won it. Like, because then it has, it's special, it has meaning. And that's why, like, I'm not I'm not very eager to go out and buy one of these or one of these chases from somebody that just happened to pull it from their $5 box. Like, I'm excited for you and I'm happy for you, and I hope that you make as much money as possible. It's just I'm not your
It's not gonna be me.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's really cool, to see someone get buy one soda to add to their order to make shipping, and then got something cool. Or
Yeah,
it feels
I think
part
that's
of that
great.
whole Funko gift, the trick or treat type thing, the gift thing they've been doing, stuff like that. I did order sodas a little while ago, so if a case comes in, I'll only sell them to you guys for $75.50 each.
Yeah, look at Josh. Look at Josh being a stand-up guy.
Look at that.
Thank you.
A nice little discount for you
So
guys.
you don't have to pay $80 to Josh. You'll do it for 75, 75.80 to be exact.
So, but I think hopefully they have other stuff like that. I'm surprised none of them dropped from the rewards thing too. Like they've been doing a lot more with their rewards program. I noticed almost every Saturday, I think at 2 p.m. now. So you got to be on it too. Those things they're gone. Like the word stuff is out of here really quick. So, but they had some protos. They had some New York Comic Con stickered pops with New York Comic Con stickers, that weren't crazy. I think they were 10,000 reward points or something like that. So check those out too. I think that's a good way for them to do some of these, let people use your points, have fun with it, get on there, do those kind of things as well. But until they really have a social media team that interacts with people like that engages in other ways and encourages other things and promotes people's stuff in the community as well too.
Yeah, like a director of all this stuff.
And which I thought they hired. So I don't know who they hired at that one time but who knows with all the changes with the I will tell you, I've been at plenty of companies where a president or CEO changes and everything that you thought was going to happen flips around and does something different. So that could easily have had happened. And really, they're at a year point almost coming up. Not even that. A year. She's in 6 months. So give it a full year of transition to really figure out what they're doing, probably as a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
So
Alex is really upset that there's no social media team.
I feel his pain.
Is there a bear out there he's looking for?
He probably just has to use the bathroom or just wants to be.
That's what I sound like when I have to go to the bathroom. So it's real. It's real.
That's you.
I
don't do the outside.
I'll take him outside really quick.
Let's talk about Thrilljoy. Finally, we could do it again.
What else? I'm trying to think of. There haven't been. I think it's that season when there's not going to be a million announcements as well with things.
No, there really hasn't. The thing that I love that they're doing the Mars Attack stuff again.
Yeah, I think the Mars Attack pops look really good. I don't know if John had them ready to show or not, but he needs to show those. The chase looks awesome. The chase looks
awesome. I kind of want to go back and watch that movie. I love that movie when it came out.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Long time, but it was a fun movie. If you guys have not watched Mars Attack, go watch it. It was a good movie.
So this is something kind of funny tied to Thrilljoy and Funko. Do you think Brian Mariotti knew what was
I know.
coming?
I thought the same thing.
And he was like, you know what? I'm going to beat him to it and put it out.
I'll be honest. I do I like his mold a little bit better. and I love Funko's mold too, though. I do. I like it, but I thought
they look very they came out so close though.
It was a little bit weird. It seemed very coincidental.
Oh, another one. Creature Commandos was dropped too.
Yeah, I know nothing about that. So
have you watched that yet? Have you tried the series? So it's pretty short episodes. I watched the first. So it's
what's it? Where's it at?
So it is on Max.
Okay.
Do you have
so
Max?
I got Max. I mean,
They're pretty short episodes. I think so far they've only had 2 drop. I don't know if another one has dropped yet. But they're weekly drop of episodes. But Creature Commandos, John, have you seen those pops?
I have not seen the show yet. The pops look pretty interesting. I'm trying to find them.
So
yeah, I'm not
of course-
familiar with it at all, but I just started kind of hearing about it and getting little bits and pieces. I didn't realize it was a DC property.
Yeah. So one of them you might recognize from Suicide Squads, and I think Funko has them on just their regular social media too. But they're just getting into it. So I think it's kind of cool that these are coming out at the beginning of when this has launched. Like they didn't come out way before. They're
Yeah.
showing them now. It's not like I think it's a good timing for them how they're doing those. So I like how they kind of put them together. I don't know if you want to share these, John. I don't know how many people have
Yeah, that's
seen
what I was
these.
looking for.
There you go.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think the pops look really good, actually.
Yeah. So I like I have watched this. It's kind of fun. It's different. It's very different so far. Kind of fun. Very much kind of like the humor of Suicide Squad stuff in it, but with these characters that are
Yeah, it seems
not
like.
their
Is it
normal-
animated?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
animated.
it's
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
something that I would
This chase looks
probably be
awesome,
interested.
or this glow looks awesome on this
Yeah.
if it looks like this. So Creature Commandos. So that should be fun. Golden Girls, more Golden
Betty
Girls.
White. I love
Oh,
Betty
here's
White.
the Mars Attack we were just talking about.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to show.
Yeah, I'm looking
So,
forward to all these. Oh man, what am I going to do? Am I getting all these? Probably.
At least
Darn.
this one.
I got this one pre-ordered, I believe, somewhere.
Do you have with the chase? Did you get a bundle?
Yes.
Ah, the
Who
bundle
did I
chase
pre-order this with?
pre-order. Vince really went hard on that one.
I did. You know, I loved it that much. I loved the scene where his head exploded, like the first guy. I'm all about that. I really do. I'm gonna go back and watch this movie. I'm glad that these got released, just so it reminded me to go watch this movie again.
John, never seen this movie, Mars Attack?
No. I've
You
never
were
seen
probably
it.
like 5 years old when it came out.
Yeah,
No.
I think.
Like
so.
legitly. Because this was probably because this was probably early 90s.
Yeah. Is
Late
it anniversary? Is that why they're all coming back out?
I always
Like I
thought those the really expensive, super old Mars Attack Freddy's were pretty cool.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. Those pieces,
But just
they did a good
super-
job with those.
Super expensive.
Oh yeah, they're all up there. We thought it's funny. We were wondering if Brian Mariotti knew these Mars Attack were coming out at Funko, so he's like, "We're gonna put them out at Thrilljoy first, beat them to it, get them out there."
I think so.
1996. Wow. Okay.
Look at that.
So yeah,
That's what. That sounds right.
I
that
remember seeing it in
was in my
theater,
wheelhouse
so-
back then.
I remember going to theaters to see it. So
I think I graduated that year or the year after. Oh God, I can't even remember. That's
Good
awful.
for you, man. Good for you.
You know what I mean?
good that you graduated. I mean,
Yeah, believe it or not, I mean, I know that I seem very smart to everybody else. Yes, I was able to graduate high school. I'm very proud of that.
oh, and we already
Appreciate it.
have our first
What did you say, Target Con?
Target Con. Yeah, saw
Yeah.
that one on there.
I saw a lot of people confused. They were like, Target Con already happened.
No, it just never went away. It
There was
just-
two that was
always there.
keys already, right?
Well, I mean, they just restocked the 2021 pops, so
Yeah.
let's do this. This makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
It's a fun one. This is going to be a bigger one now. A little bigger.
They always have like one bigger one for Target
Yeah,
Con.
more than
Yeah.
one.
They did like
Target
the Skeletor on Throne that they had.
Yeah,
Yep.
they've always done a couple bigger ones. They always do a big Pokemon too. Got to get a
Oh,
big
yeah,
vintage Pokemon in there.
Can 2025, can we get some regular size Pokemon, like, and not make everything 10-inch?
Well,
Well, now
they just released 3 this
Funko Shop.
week.
Yeah, and we saw
Well, like for the cons and stuff. Like, can we
Oh,
just
for the
do
yeah, that
regular?
would be good.
the Poke
Oh, yeah.
Shop's been doing all the fluorescent ones though. I mean,
All
Probably
these
like
young
in
like
high
me.
school in 96 as well. Look at that.
Yeah,
I was
so
3.
I don't think they've had any other big announcements though.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
I
you
feel
were too,
like
John.
I mean, I'm probably having the same aches and pains that they are. So we're all.
No,
in the
you
same
actually
boat.
sound like you're doing a lot worse than me. But
Yeah. See, there you go. Like yeah. What's up, man?
John, you might be 10 years older than Vince. You just don't know it. That's all.
My body is.
You're
yeah,
right.
no, I don't know. I'm catching up.
Oh, look at that! Joining the 33.
Yeah, did everybody start 33 months ago?
Dude, Chris, look at
I need to
you.
go on YouTube.
This
Let's
is
see.
crazy. So I was telling Joanna, now that we have we're gonna hopefully start to get our act together in 2025. I want to start getting back to doing more live streams, and I want to start recognizing, people for their milestones. Like in addition to saying like, "Hey, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being there." Like I want to do some special giveaways and stuff, and really try to give back to you guys. So thank you so much, Chris. Oh, see, there you go. Tommy was born in 96.
Wow.
He works
you're
with
making me
people
feel
born
really
in
old
the
now.
20s, 30s.
God,
You
I'm
work with
that guy
people that
now?
are 100 years old? Oh, God.
Dang.
That's crazy. No, but that's also the cool part of our community. Like, it's literally people of all ages, Oh, Josh.
Yeah,
1
you
month
must have
shy.
turned around 33 months ago.
32.
32. 1 month shy.
I
Riley's
hope I hit
just
a
showing
year.
off now. Look at that.
Then that must have been when it started.
2001.
It must have been.
We don't speak to Riley.
We don't talk to Riley. Oh, my gosh. Hannah was probably
lucky.
born in 2010 or something crazy.
Wow. Probably 2007.
You do not have to share your age.
Share it.
Just share it. What does it matter? Look at us all. We're all coming together, young and old. And listen,
Vince and I are the closest, I think. John's
we're
way
young at
off.
heart.
Young and-
Listen, I'm the oldest of all three of us, so I'm the old person out of this group. Son of a gun!
And you're probably the one that's gonna make it the longest. So there you
Doubt
go.
it, man. I doubt it. I got 2 teenagers right now. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this phase.
Evelyn has been a Patreon member for a long time. I think she number 5 or number 6. Evelyn was up there as like one of the super OGs. Oh man, now everybody's sharing their ages. Oh my gosh. Steven says 45 with the body of an 80-year-old. 23, but my friends will tell you I'm 67. Essie Mom's gonna be 60 on Christmas. Oh, that's amazing.
Happy birthday.
I'm just trying to make it to 32.
Hey, isn't Gabby's birthday?
Gabby's birthday. Yeah,
oh,
she'll
that's
be
right. Yeah, Gabby's got a big birthday
15.
coming up.
She'll be 15 on Christmas. She's just started driver's training a week ago. Oh my god!
Oh.
These kids, man.
Time to get off the road.
Alex.
It's crazy.
I don't know why Alex is acting up right now. Oh, Chris,
Chris, you're not. You'd
You're
be
doing
surprised.
this
You're
now.
right in the wheelhouse for us.
We don't.
Oh, Evelyn, you never have to apologize. You've been supporting us and been part of the community and family for a long time.
Yeah, Evelyn, don't worry. I just realized I wasn't a member either.
Wayne's like, never
fixed
mind.
it,
Essie Mom's got me beat. I'm good. No, but that's the beauty of collecting. Like, it's so cool that we have
It
something
is. I mean,
that
that's
all unites us, and we can all gather and talk about it and everything. So it's cool. It's one of the reasons that I like this community, and I don't think you find this in every community. Like, I think some communities are really targeted on a certain age group, and I don't know why Alex is going nuts, but
he's telling us his age.
He's telling his age. That's all.
Yeah.
He has to bark 7 extra times for each year. Or 8.
Alex, you're making other people's dogs bark. Come on, man. That's hilarious. I don't know. I'll have to take him for a stroll or something. But anyway, before it gets too crazy, Josh, why don't you tell everybody what you got coming up in the next week or so?
Yeah. I mean, next week or so, we're just trying to get some videos out. Got a couple coming up. Definitely mystery box videos. We got some stuff from the Funko shop we need to unbox. Some chances at some chases, some sodas. We got some other mystery boxes and all that good stuff. So need to finally put out our Thrill Joy video. We just have to figure out how we're gonna do it all at once or separate it or what too. And then we have a show next week. Next Wednesday will be our last show of the year. So if you want to come out to Whatnot, we're just going to do a fun mystery box on Whatnot. So if you want to come out and have some fun, we'll put some extra fun goodies in there and stuff like that to get it out for everyone. So hopefully you can make it. Maybe I'll find some other holiday hits and things like that to throw in there as well too. So we'll have a good time. We'll have some fun with that. Yeah, I think that's it. So, like, New Year's right around the corner after that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up against it at this point. We're almost at the 2025 already.
Yep.
Well, Adrian, happy birthday. Turned 68 yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to everybody that's turning whatever age you're going to be in December and then into the beginning part of next year. Oh, look at that dog.
Oop.
Look at how happy he looks. How fun would it be
Where are we going?
be a dog every once in a while? Well, unfortunately, I'm not. I'll tell you guys what I have going on this week. We've got videos coming out on our regular days that we have not filmed yet, so I'm sure those will be amazing. I haven't decided what we're going to do for Tuesday as far as Whatnot goes. We got a case of mystery minis. I might just crack those open, have a real chill Tuesday, because then after that, we'll be a couple weeks off because we usually do them on Tuesdays, and we got Christmas and New Year's, so that might be our last show for the year. I'll probably move whatever I had set up. We got one thing I will announce.
Oh,
we have our family live. We're finally doing I call it our family live. It's always just me and Bree now because the kids have nothing to do with us anymore. But that is on the 22nd. So if you guys want to mark that on your calendars, we got giveaways going all this month, and every video that we are doing, we're trying to give back a little bit. People have been so generous for us for the last year and really for the last 4 years that we just wanted to be able to give back a little bit. And we made it a priority, even though it's a super crazy busy time. We wanted to do a live that we could give back to and do giveaways and just hang out for an hour or two. So that is December 22nd. It will be next, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. So mark it on your calendars. Other than that, I think that's all I have. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. And that's it for me. Done. Promotion over.
Very nice. Riley, we're still in the process of trying to figure that out because we have some travel schedules and stuff going on. So trying to figure that out. The only thing that I'm going to promote is big charity auction coming up this Saturday, guys.
Yes.
I
knew I forgot something. Son of a gun.
No, it's okay. It's two-parter. So it's going to be starting off at Cross Saves, I believe, at 3 o'clock, and then at 5 o'clock they're moving over to 88 Hoverboard. So make sure you tune in for that. Should be amazing. They're raising money for St. Jude's. It's going to be incredible. Our box got delivered today, so we sent over some goodies. Oh, got delivered yesterday. Sorry, I forgot what day it was. It got delivered yesterday, so we sent over some goodies for you guys to bid on and stuff. So yeah, super looking forward to that for this weekend. Other than that, yeah, we got videos coming out and everything. So
at some point,
we put out a video today. We filmed it today. We edited it today. It's just, it is what it is. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support with all three of our channels and everything else, what's going on in the community and everything. So it's a fun time of the year. Hopefully you guys can slow down, please. I know not everybody can, but if you have the opportunity to take some time off of work, whatever your job is, even if you work the most, intense, high-strung, super important job, like your job is not the thing that you're going to remember 50 years down the road. Like your family, your friends, your crazy dogs, like spend time with the people that matter. Whatever you do in life, I assure you that it will be waiting for you when you go back if you can take time off. So please take some time off. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pop Stop. I'm working on that. I gotta get over to Jersey a little bit more. But that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't stop shooting until you score, and we'll see you all very soon.
Night, everyone.
almost left it. Just left this.